All right, here we go. We're gonna watch the video by Rev. She betrayed everyone. Oh boy.
Here. So as a problematic VTuber myself, it is my moral
I'm also
obligation to
problematic.
talk about other VTubers who have been deemed problematic, including Banana Juju.
Yeah, very
Now, many
problematic.
months ago, she was deemed as a problematic VTuber because the totally normal, non-racist people saw this monkey-themed VTuber with dreads and
Yep.
fair skin, which is based on her own appearance in real life.
Yeah.
They deemed that cultural appropriation and racism because when they see a monkey, they think of black people, but apparently they're the non-racists. I know, it makes no sense, but that's the way they operate. But Banana Juju is once again being canceled by...
You know what's funny, though? I'm like, are monkeys even actually black, though? You know, I actually don't know the answer. Aren't they white? Aren't monkeys white, though? Like, underneath all the hair? Gorillas have black skin. Okay. Depends on the monkey. I guess, yeah.
Many different individuals in the VTubing
Jeez.
scene and the art community for supporting AI. Now you can see some of her responses to people like Tectone, who said in quotes, "You can't be a VTuber and support
my
AI,"
God,
end
bro.
quote. Brother, you can't be a man and be a woman. And you can see Banana Juju's
Oh my God.
totally normal response to,
Dude, they're
well,
asking for it, though.
a whole lot of mental illness that we're seeing in the related scenes. But this all goes back to a very recent discussion involving AI in the VTubing scene. I have talked about this for almost 2 weeks at this point.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, dude. The entire time yesterday, so like the entire time that I was working, so there's like the thing with like working with AI is there's like periods of time where you're going in overdrive and you're like hopping back and forth between like different like agents reporting to you, and you're like, okay, you do this, and you're like really busy. And then there's sometimes where like you really have to wait, like everything's done, but you have to wait for one agent to finish, and they're just slow as fuck, and they've been going at it for like 10 minutes, and you're just like, oh my God, bro. And like you can't like wait because you don't want to commit the thing, because you don't want to have like an issue with diffing or anything like that, so you're just like literally like waiting for them to finish. And so in those periods of time, you have a lot of time to kind of sit there and think, J thank you for the 500 kicks, by the way. Thank you, man. You have a lot of time to like sit there and think. And I was thinking a lot about that moist critical video. And I was like, man. And like I just kept thinking about it, and I kept thinking like, man, this is so retarded. Like I couldn't like get it out of my head, bro. Machinist M, thank you so much for the raid, by the way, Run Kick. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's like, dude. Jada Slim says, remember which groups chimp out, bro. See, but the thing is like the term chimp out is not really even racial. You know what I mean? Like that's what people say anytime people are acting like animals. It's the whole point of it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I was like, thinking, I was like, man, dude, that entire video just gave me, like, it just blew up my brain. It was like one of like, logic is hard. It's very hard.
Where there is a very
Apparently.
heated debate about this subject and how it relates to VTubing. Now, this all goes back to Leaflit.
Dude, any race can chimp out. Some do it more often. Dude, have you guys seen like did any of you guys follow Homath on X? Oh man, that is an X account right there. Holy shit, dude. Homath goes fucking hard on X. That dude is so mad. Yeah. That dude is fucking fed up. He just goes like so hard on X.
As a bald roach lord,
you love Homath?
might say.
He's great. Honestly, I love Homath's content. Honestly, it's great.
Leaflit, but she provided a program giving VTubers, especially those who are starting off, free assets to work with to get their career going. Something countless people have taken advantage of and appreciated.
Hitler.
However, A lot of VTubers, a lot of VTweeters, and also artists as well are very upset, crashing
Dude, I'm
out.
just gonna do everything I can I'm gonna do everything I can to set it up so not only am I in a position where they can't do anything to me, except I guess kill me. They can't do anything to me. Um, and be in a position where I can also protect my friends. I'm trying to like build that up. That's like my priority right now is to harden defenses, basically, like harden the infrastructure so that like if they want to like um if they want to ban us out of like events, if they want to ban us out from having merch, if they want to do all of this stuff, they can't do it because if we set up our own, they can't do it. So that's actually the other reason why I made this. Because if they want to say like, oh, I'm not gonna make we're not gonna make art for you because you're a disgusting Nazi fascist, or we're not gonna rig anything for you. Okay, fine, we'll just figure it out ourselves, right? So like, let's make alternatives so that we can harden our position so that they can't use their fucking bullshit terrorist tactics to try to kick us out, because that's what they do. This is what they do every time. They get into a company and then they make it so you absolutely can't do anything. Like, oh yeah, you wanna disagree with me? Well, I feel unsafe.
Who the fuck is Leaflit?
I feel unsafe. I'm reporting to HR. You should get fired. Right? They do this all the time. This is how they act. This is how they control. This is how they use their reign of terror in order to control other people. They do this all the time. So I'm like, let's, as much as we can, let's make our own conventions if we can. Let's make our own merchandise. Let's make our own pipelines, our own production, so that they cannot do this to us. They can't say like, well, you know what? Our big merch company is no longer working with you because you're a vile person. And like, okay, well, you know what? Fuck you. We have our own. Fuck you. We have Chud Tech. We have, at least I'm in the position where I can do that myself, right? Where if one of my friends, like for instance, Celestium gets her plushie canceled, well, fuck you. We'll make our own and we'll make it better. We'll make our own. We'll make it better. Every single time. And that's kind of what I'm devoting a lot of resources to be honest. Like, I'm just like, let's just make better things than them. And then that puts us in a position where they no longer have any power over us. They can't do anything, right? It's like, oh, we'll report you so you don't get any sponsors. Yeah, I don't need them. Yeah, I don't care. Go ahead. Do whatever you want. Don't give a fuck. You're still a bitch. Right? And then we could just keep doing that over and over again, right? Oh, we're going to cancel you. Don't care. Eat my ass. That's what I want to build. Because I'm so sick and tired of this. I'm so sick and tired of these tactics. These commie tactics, you know what I mean? Like, it's so irritating. I hate it. I hate it, and I hate these people that do this, honestly. I have nothing against artists. I keep saying this. Nothing against artists. Honestly, not even nothing against leftists, to be honest. At least the ones that aren't gonna, try to fuck with me. Whatever. Like, if you want to be retarded, like, I mean, I can't prevent you from being retarded. You're just retarded. There's nothing I can do about it. It's too bad. Some people are born retarded. But it's like, it's like the instant they're like, we're going to wield power over you, I'm like, fuck these people. You know what I mean? Like, fuck them, right? RPG, thank you so much for the sub. Thank you. You have plenty of rage against his life. Well, it depends, like, how militant they are, like how much they are trying to destroy you, right? Here's the thing, I'm not trying to destroy them, right? I don't wake up every morning like, oh man, I cannot wait to just fucking like destroy these people and like make them have miserable lives. I don't think that. They bring the fight to me, we finish it. That's how it goes every time, right, chat? They bring the fight to us, they try to destroy us, and then we finish it. That's how it goes. We're not the aggressors.
About this virtue signaling, oftentimes very hypocritically, but here's the good result. As you can see from the bottom of the screenshot,
don't initiate my quadruple down 100%. 100%. You gotta have the temperance, you gotta have the mercy to be like the type of person that you're not out there looking to aggress on them. But dude, the instant they're like, we're gonna bring a mob of people into like your business and we're gonna fuck shit up, dude, that's when the guns come out, and that's when all of them gets fucking two to the chest and the face gets arrested, like every single one. You know what I mean? They're the ones who started it. Like, they're the ones who want to come in. They want to rob me. They want, not me, but us. They want to rob us. They want to steal our. They want to steal our shit. They want to mug us. They want to beat us up. Fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, fuck them. And like, I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Like, oh well, that's like mean, Leaflit. Why would you say that? Because they're fucking around. Dude, I had a person like make a video and he's like, dude, Leaflit said, fuck them kids, that we should shoot, that she would shoot a child. I'm like, yeah, I would. If he was pointing a gun at me, I would fucking shoot him in the face. I don't care. I double down on it. What are you gonna, how is that controversial? Controversial for a dumbass maybe, but I don't give a shit. Like if there's a 12-year-old terrorist child with fucking bomb strapped to his chest and he's running at me, he's fucking dead. I don't care. Again, thank you so much for the 100. Don't fight, but if you do, win. But don't fight, but win. Yeah, it's not even just that. Again, it's not just winning. You have to win fucking totally. Right? This half-assed approach is what has gotten us into this position in the first place. This whole like, oh, well, we should go light on them because it's their first. No, dude, they tried to fucking rob you. They tried to steal your shit. They tried to kill you. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean they're just... Yeah, they've been trying to steal the election, but it's like not that bad. Like they've been doing... No, fuck them. You know what I mean? Fuck them. All the way. Again, like, don't do anything against people that are innocent, against people, just because of the color of their skin or because of their beliefs or whatever. But like the instant they cross the line, then you go as hard as possible. 100%.
Some artists have responded to Leaflit by reducing their prices, which is exactly the goal of creating competition.
This was like brought up by Rubio. Has provided. Wait, like Rubio said that, like what I was saying. Honestly, if he did based, I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of like, oh, let's just let ourselves be victims. Like, fuck that, dude. Like, honestly, like, fuck them. They want to like come over here. They want to scam us. They want to scam us. Then they can go the fuck back to Somalia. Like, in my opinion, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, what the fuck? The world meeting he had. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Banana Juju would show some love for Leaflit, saying Leaf worked her magic and changing VTubing forever. We love to see it. I am nothing but amazed of everything she has accomplished.
Dude, I'm actually still shocked by this, by the way, because what I did was like so basic. it fucks with my head because I'm like, it's not really that crazy. I did a thing that like anyone could have done. Like it was just there was a problem and I went to try to fix it and it wasn't even like that complicated. And it's like it is it's such a light it's like I used the light attack and just blew them up basically. It's like it's so weird. It's like it just feels weird. It's like, yeah, I used light attack and they're like, oh, he dies. I'm like, what? What do you mean he dies?
So far. Now, of course, people were upset saying AI, LOL. And she would say, thank you, Captain Obvious. But of course, she would provide further tweets saying they are missing out on all the cool stuff, so screw them.
Good.
I love this program so much. Quick and easy to use. Even Monkey can understand.
Honestly, I'm so glad they're not using it. I totally agree with Malcolm. Dude, I'm pausing. I have so much commentary on this because it's like, I've been thinking about this so much in like the last couple of days. So I have a ton of commentary on it. But I was talking to, when we were talking to Malcolm, and it was like, dude, I'm so glad these people are not using this. Because can you imagine how scary it would be if they were using AI? But like they like refuse to do it. And I'm like, it's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like when Americans were like, we're going to go hide in the trees and we're going to snipe you guys. And the British were like, what? But you're supposed to line up and make ready, present arms, shoot. And then we were like, nah, we're just gonna hide behind this tree and shoot it, right? And like they just refuse to do it. It's like, oh my god, it's so peak, actually.
Understand how to use it. This
so
opens
peak.
up so many possibilities to create unique avatars for events. And
Reluctant Watchman says they have no vision leaf. Even if they used it, what would they do? Dude, so fucking true, dude. So true, man. It's so true.
Other fun streams. Thank you for making this possible at Leaflit. Now, a lot of people would start virtue signaling, including this artist saying, girl.
But you know what, though? It's just very much kind of in my beliefs, and maybe people won't agree with me on this, but to me, the results matter more than the sentiment. A lot of people have this kind of sentimental idea of like, oh, well, you know, I did it very carefully and with so much love and so much care. And I don't get, give me the thing. Where's the thing? Give me the thing. Where's the thing? Right? And to me, it's like I just want the results. Like I want the best result. I want the best result for what we set out to do. That's it. That's all I care about. I don't really care. Like I don't care if like you had to you know, I don't care like what program you used. I don't care if you spent half of the time researching other ways people have done it rather than figuring it out yourself. Like I don't care. I just want the result at the end. I want give me the result as good as possible, as fast as possible. That's it. That's all I care about. Right? And these people are they're so calm. Oh man, but like it was made by hand, and like I just don't care. I just don't care. Just because something took a lot of effort doesn't mean that it's good, as Maury Calliope said. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. That I've been saying this forever, that I just don't understand the idea of effort being even remotely like remotely important in terms of the end result. Project Aron, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Like I think effort can show the potential, like how good a person could do something, but if they put a lot of effort and they work at a snail's pace, then what the hell? You know what I mean? Like if you spent like your entire life making like one single knife, and that's all you did your entire life, but it was like you made it as good as you can. Well, like, okay, but what did you make for anyone else? You know what I mean? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand.
Really folded and became a Trump and AI supporting chud after people dogged on her model.
But perfected the craft. Yeah, okay, but here's how I feel about it, right? And the thing is like I do understand sentimentality. I do get that. I get sentimentality. I get like the imperfection that makes something nice. Like I get that. But what is it for? Like what is it for? What is the purpose of said thing? The purpose has to align. Jay the Slime, thank you so much for the 1,000. Thank you. It's still debated how Homer wrote the Odyssey or if it was even real, but everyone knows the story. Art is judged by the final product, not the process. Exactly. If you spent a lifetime making a knife, and another person makes a knife better than you in 1 week, then why is your knife worth more? The time that you put it into it, like I don't get it. I just don't. I guess the sentimentality behind it, but like how does that give value to every single person? I don't think it does.
You mean when people virtue signaled about her model having dreads with fair skin, where the supposed woke people thought of black people when they saw people? But of course, artists like this immediately alienate a huge portion of their potential customer base by basically saying, if you're conservative or support AI, I won't work with you. Of course, their commissions are open. Now, of course, this will be a very regular theme throughout this video where artists who are very mad at Banana Juju or Leaflit or both have commissions open. They're looking for business, but at the same time are alienating a huge portion of their potential customer base. Now you can see another person saying, you can't be a VTuber and support AI. Artists are the backbone of the VTubing community.
Yeah, artists are the backbone of the VTubing community, but the VTuber pilots are shit and don't matter. That's why Narrow's okay. Because Narrow does not replace artists, but everyone else can be replaced. This is how they think. These people are literally like the fucking meme with like the rich people like looking down on like all, on their balcony, like looking down on all the poor people. Literally that. They don't care. I keep bringing this up. They don't care about like they don't care about you. And like the sooner that you realize that, the better. NIMBYism, but for artists, yeah. This is why they say, oh well, Narrow is not affecting anyone. In fact, Narrow is giving jobs to artists. Oh, okay. So the fact that like Narrow was trained on data that was not just non-consensual data from all of everything everyone ever wrote online. Yeah, is that fine? Oh, how about the programming? How about the fact that Vettel used AI to code it? How about that? What about the programmers' jobs? He could have hired programmers. Instead, he used AI to do it. Oh, you mean that AI is replacing a human VTuber pilot? Doesn't matter. All that matters is that it doesn't replace artists. That's all they care about. And the sooner that you realize that, the better. That they don't give a fuck about you, actually. They say all these grandstanding things. They want you to have sympathy for them. They don't give a fuck. I'm talking specifically about these grandstander people. These grandstander people don't give a shit about you. They act like they do, but they don't. And they expose themselves every fucking day.
I hope you get blacklisted.
VTuber pilot? Yeah, that's what we call it. Call it a pilot. It's just kind of funny. I don't know.
Well, of course, there's no such thing as the VTubing.
I've heard people say like puppeteer, but I don't know. Pilot sounds funny.
Community. There's only the VTubing scene, and the only community that matters
is
really your own as a content creator. And getting blacklisted from collabs or artists, well, what does that promote? Well, promoting your own community and also
coders take codes from each other for many decades now. It's not new. So do artists. Same thing. Artists do the same thing too. Oh, I really like that. Like, okay, guys. I'm old enough to remember art streams where people have their little thing that they're drawing, and then they have like reference on the screen, reference, and then they're like drawing, and then they look at the reference, and then they look at the thing, and they look at the reference. Like, come on, man. It's freaking ridiculous, man.
According to AI, right? I've seen so many of these artists say, "Oh, I'm going to blacklist you, and I hope all artists blacklist you because you use AI." Well, what do you think these VTubers are?
Sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot. I wonder if there's like some kind of this kind of makes sense. Like, do you think that there's some kind of so I'm a believer that like people have certain natures, and certain natures are good at certain tasks, right? And I think about this a lot, like my nature, other people's natures, and I wonder if the nature that becomes an artist is just very narcissistic. Like, I wonder if that's the case. I wonder if that's what's going on here. It's just like, that doesn't mean all of them are. It just means that there's like a resonance, there's an affinity for that nature type with art basically. Like how Pokemon have natures, yes. Japanese artists are well, this isn't like a 100% thing, right? There's probably many natures that are aligned with being an artist. But maybe that's a good point though, Sabersword. Maybe it's specifically not. Maybe there's something about Japanese artists that does the nature of Japanese artists that makes them not like that. It's possible it's a unique thing. It's a unique thing to Western culture. It might be. Drama Tuna, thank you so much for the sub, by the way. Thank you.
Going to do in response? They're going to resort to AI. But of course, Banana Juju would respond saying, in quotes, "You can't be a VTuber and support AI," end quote. Obviously I can, yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out
Jay the Slime, thank you so much for the 1,000 kicks. The Scoocha AI post a VTuber who quote retweeted said she paid $700 for a model and said it wasn't a big deal. It's a very privileged group. Oh yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
she's still a VTuber despite the outrage of people like this on Twitter. But let's take a bit of a turn and talk about this
She's 100%
artist with
American. The thing though about America though, and being American, I mean this happens in a lot of places as well, but America is so vast, it's so big that there's a lot of cultures within America itself. And like each of these this is why like whenever Malcolm talks about this, it's so interesting to me. Just like the lineage of the culture. So like not like lineage in terms of blood, lineage in terms of
Leaflit?
like where does your culture come from? Like from what group in the old America, like what line does your culture come from? And you have all sorts of cultures in America that come from all sorts of different groups, and just seeing how they have kind of traveled through history is very interesting to me. Yeah.
Open. Dolly Draws, who is very mad about Banana Juju. They made a quote that would get a lot of attention saying, "This, ouch. Juju, you helped me out a ton when you commissioned me, and seeing this is like a knife in the back."
Okay.
Well, if anyone's a traitor in this situation, it's the person who self-admittedly got a lot of help from Banana Juju, but now turns around and virtue signals and cancels them over promoting an AI program. But Banana Juju would respond saying, "Oh, please stop being so dramatic. Good luck with your moral grandstand."
Is that comms open 0 out of 3?
And they respond very intelligently by saying, honestly, go F yourself. Now, of course, a ratio on Twitter means absolutely nothing, and they're so confident in their ability to, I guess, engage in this dialogue that they locked the replies on the main post, and in the subsequent replies.
You want to know the funniest thing, though, chat? You want to... Most of these types of people, these grandstand, like, Twitter rager people, like, Twitter rager, like, oh my god, like artists, slurp, 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 like these people, they don't have money. A lot of them don't have money because they're too busy bitching about stuff than actually doing anything that makes money.
But people would respond saying, okay, I want to comment with logic and law in mind. Assuming you are the artist for a model, how was rights handled with it? Did you make any kind of contract with her? And the person who's so mad about the AI usage of Banana Juju and her model would reply saying, "I'm not the artist of the model." What are you even doing here?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
What is your stake in this?
Wait. It wasn't even Juju's model artist? Wait, hold on. So... Juju commissioned them once? That's it?
Other than virtue signaling.
Holy fuck.
Like, what
These
are we even
people are
talking
just...
about? And people would point this out in the quote saying, "So let me get this straight. Juju once helped this tiny artist by giving her a large commission, and now the artist is having a meltdown and feels betrayed because Juju has a video of her character in AI. Number one, the person backstabbing the other is you, making this crappy post trying to morally grandstand over nothing. Number two, great job letting others know not to commission you, because if they happen to do something you don't agree with, you will make a call-out post online for clout."
Oh, my
now, of
Lord.
course, getting clout, getting attention on Twitter is the most important currency for individuals like this. There's a reason why their commissions are...
By the way, I have a question, and this is real shit right here. If you're an artist that does hybrid, like you do, like AI, like, sorry, like you draw like the, you draw like the initial stuff, like kind of sketched out, and then use AI on top of that, and then you touch it up after, hit me up. I'll give you work.
Open, it's because they spend more time and they spend more of their energy on virtue signaling than actually doing their job and providing art.
If you do
Well,
anime,
of course, their virtue signaling
I only
just
like anime.
alienates more of their potential customer base. But Banana Juju would add a further reply, quoting this, saying, artists be like, artist opens commissions, refuses to work with you. You look for other alternatives. Artist then gets upset. Artist gets no money. Makes angry call out post. Promotes commission open. And they stay open.
We went
full circle. Now, of course, people were very mad about this as well, saying, I only understood that you're a moron who won't accept that she's a moron. Plain and simple.
I love this. Like, well, you're a fucking moron. Why? Because you're a moron. It's like,
they did the thing.
Bro, these guys are...
They did the thing, ladies and gentlemen, as pointed out in the replies from Banana Juju. Okay?
Oh my god.
Thank you for proving my points.
Comms
and the
open.
first thing about this person who's complaining about this is that their commissions are indeed open. Amazing stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Man.
Here's another person saying, yeah, because you fed their art into AI and actively promote hostilities to them. What the F is this logic? You can use AI for something, then commission...
Dude, did I tell you guys my new contract? Dude, my new contract is sick. It goes like this. I will pay you to do handmade art for me. But if you don't finish it by this amount of time, you give me you give me 100% rights to like use your art style in AI to like produce the thing that you didn't make. That's what I'm gonna do, guys. Yep.
An artist, but don't expect
contract.
Not to take stuff from people when you feed their stuff into AI. You regard. This person is very confused, and as pointed out by Banana Juju, you got the timeline twisted. Regard. I mean, where are these people even occupying right now? They're missing the entire situation. Mm-hmm. They're misunderstanding it, and then attacking Banana Juju. It's like they don't even understand why they're mad in the first place.
You get both. You get the refund. You get the refund, and I get to generate the AI image as what do you call it? Interest. Because this is the problem, right? This is what they do, by the way. This has happened to me, where they hold up your money. So even if they give you a refund, it's still negative, right? Like they still fucked you over. So like if you buy like a $1,000 commission and they hold onto it for like a year, and then they say, actually, I'm going to give you a refund. They just held on to your $1,000 for a year. They locked up that money that you could have used for growth.
But here's another one saying, why does she have dreads? Oh boy. But also straight hair in a ponytail and also a braid in what seems to be her hair.
As a very famous goblin once said, time is money, friend.
Being used as the hair tie, but also a bow. And she says, because I can, duh. What else do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Absolutely cooked. Good on Banana Juju for standing up for herself and supporting programs like that of Leaflit. I know it's a very controversial subject, but you know what? It's good that we're talking about this stuff. And it's good that some artists feel threatened by this.
I had people, guys, I had people thank me privately, like DM me and say like, Leaflit, thank you for making this happen, because it's about time we had a conversation. It's about time that people started to have a real conversation about these artists that like they don't do their jobs. Like you give them a commission, they don't do it. They fuck around like forever. They take more commissions on top of it. They never finish your thing. And then maybe they give you a refund, or maybe they give it to you like a year later. And they're like, it's about time that we can just address the elephant in the room.
It's because their vice grip on the related scene is being loosened. because cheaper alternatives are being provided and they're reflecting on that and adjusting their prices. And of course, when people like Banana Juju, who are already labeled as problematic, support that, people are crashing out. But hey, what's new? But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads, as well as multiple streams every week right here live on YouTube. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.
Dude, we got like 90. Did we get like over an hour from an 11-minute video? I feel like we did. I feel like that was like an hour and a half. Like off of an 11-minute video or something. That was very long. The reason I know this is because I have to pee. Like I literally just peed and like I have to go pee again.
This is Dickman, but pride shine.